Welcome back, Outlaws. On today's adventure, we check out the sleepy little town of Jacumba Hot Springs, book a stay at the Jacumba Hot Springs Hotel, and soak in the mineral pools, right across the border from Mexico. So stay tuned. Check-in time is at 3 o'clock and check-out time is at 11. Upon check-in, we were offered 2 complimentary drinks, with or without alcohol, and a brief tour of the resort. Each guest is provided with a programmed bracelet which allows you entry into your room. The rooms are spacious and well laid out, and you may notice that there's no TV hanging on the wall, and that's just the way we like it. They do provide free Wi-Fi service though. The beds are really comfortable as well. Each room has a view of the mineral pool and the courtyard outside. We've been waiting a few years now for them to finish renovating and remodeling the hotel, and we're really excited to finally be here. They also have a well-stocked bar and mini fridge in the room. There's a great selection, and they also provide a price list, so if you care to get something from your own little bar, you could pick something off the list and you'll be charged accordingly later. That bottle of mezcal is calling my name. The beers in the fridge are also tempting as well. Now that's what I'm talking about. The staff also left us this nice little note welcoming us to the hotel and these cookies that were locally made. Another neat thing that we found in the room was this record player and a select few records that we thoroughly enjoyed spinning while we were sitting in the room relaxing. The room also has air conditioning and heat and a ceiling fan. And making our way in here, there's 2 towels for the mineral pools. They provide 2 robes and 2 pairs of slippers and plenty of bath towels for the shower. And check out this cool vanity area. There's a hammered brass sink and a brass faucet to go with it. I really like the way they did this shower also. It comes with shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. If you look closely here on the wall, you could see these bottles. They allow light to come through, and it's a nice touch. Let's take a look in here and see what they have. There's a little booklet that says everything you need to know. It tells a little bit about the mineral water and the pools and a little bit about the resort. There's also some pamphlets here that talk about some of the bands that will be playing over the week and happy hour and things like that. Also, here's another nice feature. They have a breakfast menu so that if you fill this out and you put it on the table outside your room by midnight, the next morning you'll have breakfast waiting for you. There's also a menu for the restaurant, and there's a brunch menu and a cocktail menu. After checking out the menu, we decided to head over to the restaurant and grab something to eat. I had the burger and fries, and man, was that good. This is the outdoor dining area. They also have an indoor dining area, but we preferred eating out here because the atmosphere was great. Afterwards, we walked over to this tent. This is here so that you could sit and visit with friends, maybe have a glass of wine, and even meditate if you want to. Just outside the tent, they also have some hammocks that you can relax in if you want to. Walking back to the room, I really appreciate the design and architecture here. This place is laid out like an old school Mexican hacienda, with all the rooms facing to the courtyard. This isn't a place that you bring the kids or the grandkids. It's pretty much adults only, and it's just for relaxing. Here's Ruben and I doing what we do best. Looking east of here is a view of the border wall as it cuts through the mountains of the Jacumba wilderness. This house on the hill next to the border wall is called the Chinese Castle. We hope to make it there one day and check it out. And here's the only market in town. Looking up the street, you can see that there's not much to this town, just a few buildings and that's it. This is one of the only bus stops in town, and there's not much to do other than check out the historical buildings and some of the scenery. This is the old bathhouse, later called the Thomas Health Institute, was part of the health resorts developed by Bart Vaughan in the 1920s, which included apartments, pools, and a hydrotherapy clinic. Guests could get healing massages and mud packs along with mineral baths. Although this Rancho California-style building burned and fell into ruin over the years, it continues to be used as a backdrop for films and photography. In the year 2000, it served as the bar in the popular Manhattan, Arizona TV series. On the west side of the building, you can still see the traces of the wading pool with a concrete bench or island that had piped mineral water. The larger swimming pool and a two-story apartment building were located on the west side of this bathhouse. Only the pools remain. Every so often, they'll hold concerts here and events as well. For thousands of years before the arrival of the first non native settlers, Native Americans used this small high desert valley called Jacumba for intertribal trading, seasonal hunting, and gathering encampments. The Indian name Hakum or Jacumba has also been given several translations: hut by the water, dangerous water, and magic water, and also sinkhole. Making our way around the corner, you can see a small pool that you can soak in here. It's close to the source, and after it leaves this small pool, it makes its way to the larger pond. Tucked around back here in the corner, this is the site of some of the original pools. In the 1920s, Bert Vaughn created a popular resort which included an impressive hotel, large bathhouses, swimming pools, apartments, and an auto court. The nearby Desert View Tower, east of Jacumba, was also developed by Vaughn and remains today as an iconic roadside attraction. Over the years that followed, the resort boom began to fade. The opening of the Interstate 8 in the 1960s that bypassed Jacumba was a devastating blow to the town's vitality. Today, it is once again becoming a destination for visitors seeking clean air, star-filled skies, healing waters, abundant sunshine, and the quiet solitude that can be found in a magical place called Jacumba Hot Springs. Here's another old photo of the bathhouse before it burned. The Hotel Vaughn is just right across the street, and this old, beautiful fireplace is the only thing that remains. The 65-room hotel was built by Bert Vaughn in 1925 and later renamed Hotel Jacumba. On the east side of the hotel was a swimming pool, and on the west side, a business that operated as a rolling skating rink during the day and a dance floor at night. Embedded in the lobby fireplace was a jade Buddha, a startling relic dug from the soil in Jacumba. The hotel was elegant for its time, but settled into genteel decline before its demise. In 1983, a fire closed the hotel and was fully demolished in 1991. Many of its boards and bricks were used for homes on both sides of the immediate border. There's all kinds of interesting things to see in town. One of them is this old abandoned house, one of several that you can check out while visiting. As we make our way back to the hotel through town, Coyote, that runs the UFO Rescue and Recovery Center by the Desert Tower, can sometimes be seen making a phone call from this booth. There's just a few shops in town like this one that have antiques and gifts. Here's another view of the border wall, just a stone's throw away to the south of us. Not sure what the story is behind this, but rest in peace, Carlos. Rest in peace. I like checking out old trucks, and I think this is a great way to advertise. It's the next day and a beautiful day to hang out at the pool. There's a gentle breeze, and it's also a good time to spin a little vinyl as well. Before we hit the bar, let's go check out the Echo Room. This is a hot tub that's reserved specifically for guests staying at the hotel. It's really cool, and it does echo in here. There's also a really cool skylight that's directly above the hot tub that allows you to look up at the night sky. And now for one of our favorite places to hang out, the bar. You can also order food in here, and it's a really cool place just to hang out and relax with some friends.
So we're gonna do 2 wings and ceviche. Keep it off good.
This is the ritual pool. This is for guests that just have a day pass and aren't staying at the hotel. There's plenty of room, there's lots of lounge chairs and tables to sit at, and they always have a big cooler of water on standby. It's dinner time and we're going to grab something to eat. So we come through this door here, and once again you can see the outdoor dining area. On this night, we decided to sit inside. It was a little windy. And then after dinner, we took a hike. This is Lake Lazar. The natural mineral springs of Jacumba did not create the lake. It was created by Henry Lazar, a developer from Los Angeles who renovated the health resort during the 1950s. He also drilled new wells, one of which tapped a heavy flow of sulfur spring water, which became a running stream. Through years of neglect, including a time when the lake was drained, vegetation overgrew the area and it became a trash dump and a hiding place for illegal border crossers. Non-native species such as salt cedar competed with the native willow and cottonwood trees for water and space. The current owners of the Jacumba Spa Resort have installed return pipelines from the spa so that the water again flows into the lake. Wildlife is returned, including many migrating wild birds, including waterfowl seeking rejuvenation on their long trip. This is the end of our video, and we hope you enjoyed coming on this adventure with us. And as always, thanks for watching.